for your area in Division 57. And I'm really excited to be here this morning to do a presentation, but most importantly, one of the most outstanding portions of this day will be the rollout material from Toastmasters International. This is the official rollout packet that is going to all clubs, not just in District 57, the first district to release this information, but to the world. We are the stepping stone. We are the beta test that is going to take this information and share it with the rest of the world. Inside this packet, we've got the Navigator's Guide. And this basically lays out our Toastmasters meetings as we know them today. And I just want to reiterate, our meetings are not changing. The group environment that we share today is going to be the same today as it will be tomorrow. Pathways is an enhancement in our path, and our journey is Toastmasters. I made a copy of this for everyone. This is the top page of the packet that I handed out. And really, this is a letter to the president and the VPE of the club. But I feel like this information, as this program, is about membership. It's about the members. So I made a copy of this for everybody. Don't turn me in, please. Take a look at it. Really good stuff in here. This is the actual Quick and Easy Guide. The Quick and Easy Guide, the VPE would actually be handing out, but since I'm standing here, I really want everybody to get and take a look at and start really investing yourselves in Pathways.
Do we keep these?
You can keep these. Everything that I'm handing out is for you. So I want to show, really highlight what I'm talking about in the today and the tomorrow category. Now, I feel they had really kind of put this backwards in order. I believe this should have said yesterday with Toastmasters and today with Pathways. Because Pathways is really something that's going to bring us all to the next step, to the next level in what we're doing here. So let's go over this real quick. If you look at the today versus with Pathways, your club meeting has an agenda, meeting roles and speeches. Today, with Pathways, there's no difference. This group is a tight group, and nothing's going to change with that. You sign up for a speech and receive an evaluation. You know, I think that's one of the most critical parts about being in Toastmasters is taking a risk, giving a speech, and then getting really competent feedback on how you can continue to improve that speech. But look at the Pathways side. There's a plus. Access and store speech evaluation online. You can actually store your speech evaluations and go back to them as you want to. Maybe when you're rolling out a new speech, you wanted to go back and look at an evaluation. Topics are similar, the requirements are similar. You can take that evaluation with you. It doesn't stay here at the lectern. It goes with you to your journey. Club members support you and give feedback. The single most important part about it. Feedback is also available online through Basecamp. Basecamp is what they're calling the main menu, so to speak. Basecamp is what you'll see when you log on to Toastmasters International, your portal to you, your information, but not only that, other members can go on and make comments to you, which will be stored in your portal as well. You receive recognition. You receive digital badges and certificates through Basecamp. What we're doing right now with the awards at the end of the meeting doesn't change. The neat part about it, just like the evaluations, that information can carry with you. You can go back and revisit those wins over and over. That's part of that confidence builder, right? When you go through a speech and you get to the end of it, and you feel like, oh, that didn't work. Oh, that was incredible. We all have the opportunity to get on and give feedback now. The round robin is fantastic. It's open to us, and we can keep that information in the queue. Icebreaker is the first speech. Icebreaker is actually going to be a term more so for the first speech in most of the manuals. And I say manuals because we will still have paper manuals available through certain pathways, but it won't be on all pathways. Right now there's 2 pathways that you can get paper manuals for, and the other 5 do not have paper manuals. So if you want paper, it's fine. In fact, you can print from Toastmasters International everything you're working on, but if you want it in a manual form, one of these, right now there's only 2 pathways that we can get this particular manual in. The VPE tracks your progress. Sorry, Conda, there's not a lot changing for the VPE's role. The VPE will still be responsible for logging information to keep the bigger role of what we're all doing. So when we get back to that point of going for our President's Distinguished Club Award, we can continue that tradition on. If we forget, if we don't add our stuff in ourselves, because I really want to reiterate, this is a self-motivated tool. This will not happen without your investment. Pathways isn't only just a challenge for international, it's going to be a challenge for each and every one of us, and a responsibility that we'll all have to take and step up to. But I believe it's going to be the single most incredible tool to go back to and reconnect with the information from my past. I shared a little bit. I was trying to figure out what is my membership number. Does anybody know what their membership number is? How many people know what their membership number is? Critical something to get online to your Pathways queue. For you to get into your base camp, you're going to need to know your membership number. Conda sent me a message this morning because I sent him a message last week saying I couldn't remember mine. It's really easy. If you go on Toastmasters International, everything you need is there. And it's just like, I forgot my password for your bank account. It's that easy. Give them a little bit of information, they'll tell you the number, and then it opens up a whole spreadsheet to you and what you've been doing in Toastmasters. Great stuff. Conda's suggestion was, if you look at the cover of your magazine,
it's on there.
It's already on there.
Oh.
So if you're confused, pick up your magazine that says James Forslund at Home, and your membership number is right there.
I didn't get that. December?
Speeches last 5 to 7 minutes. Same. Learning competencies. Right now, 68. There's going to be more than 300 learning competencies available through Pathways. We're not limited. We're released. We have an opportunity to step into something right now that has no boundaries. And I have a really good feeling about this. And I believe they're just going to keep adding to it. Once you get an online platform going, it's so easy to add information. If there's misinformation, it's so easy to correct it. When we're working in this paper age, we can't make those corrections. You can't just say, ooh, what was the word? The word you brought up.
Oh, yeah, right, evaluate.
You can't just print off 1 million copies of a manual to correct a word that's wrong. But what about a competency? What about something that builds you up, that gives you a sense of courage that you'll be going through in one of these competencies? There's ways to make improvements, and we'll keep making those improvements as we go. Last but not least, one communication track, one leadership track. That's where we've been, but it's been separated. And the connection to leadership and just actual communication is being linked together to more improve those skills. You don't have to have a separation. everybody's empowered to be part of the club level and be an officer in the club. This is just another tool to enhance that, another way to make that happen. If we look at the back real quick, all that information I just talked about, logging into toastmasters.org/login, that's all the information you'll need to log into Pathways. Some other really cool stuff in here. One, we've got a flash drive that Conda will have as the VTE. I'm kind of tearing this apart, but I'm going to give it back to him in one piece. I'll just let you guys pass those around and take a look at the new Pathway pins. These are so fun. So the first 3 people in the club that sign up for the new Pathways role will have a pin. I think it's a really good idea for us to move forward and purchase these pins just as acknowledgement of where we stand with Pathways and what's our goal. I had a quick video that I wanted to show. And
Bless you.
something I worked with last night. But I'm going to pass on.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass on because the Wi-Fi in the building is something that doesn't work here. That's one of the challenges I'll have going out to the other clubs, giving this information. The actual time for the full explanation slideshow is 60 minutes. So this is really abbreviated. I'm going to continue to work with the projector and bring this back to you next week. We'll go through the slides and we'll get a chance to really dig down a little bit deeper into what Pathways is going to be for all of us.